In this video, I will be showing you how we can connect MCP with n8n with the easiest possible method. So let's say basically that we've got our AI agent that has 4 different tools for Google Calendar. And now we would like to create an MCP server that holds all of these tools, and then we can use MCP client to connect to the server and use the tool we want, okay? So for this case, what we want to do is to firstly just delete the connections between the AI agent and these tools. And now the first thing we want to do is to actually add our MCP server. So I can right click and add a node. For that case, it will be MCP server. So we've got a trigger. And then what we want to do is to just connect all the tools with this server. And then after we do this, we need to go ahead and just as a tool inside our AI agent, provide MCP client. Okay, so we've got MCP client tool. And then it's very important. Basically, we can just store our MCP server in the separate workflow or just have it inside our AI agent or whatever. But I would suggest you to just take this entire MCP server and to just create a very new workflow and just name it as, for example, Google Calendar. Let's say Gmail. Let's say, I'm not sure, maybe Telegram or something else. And then just store your specific MCP server right here. For now, for just visibility, I will be showing you how to do this. So how to just use your server in one workflow together with your agent. But once again, this is the note for you. It's better to just store your MCP server somewhere else. So then you just don't need to search for them, let's say, in your automations you do every day. Okay, but for now, what we need to do is to go ahead to MCP server trigger and now pick the production URL. We need to pick this production URL, and it's pretty straightforward. We need to go ahead to MCP client, and here in the endpoint, just go ahead and just paste it, all right? So what we do in that case, we just connect our MCP client to our MCP server. And now it's very important because it's the production URL. We need to go ahead, save it, and we need to make it as active, okay? Because this MCP server must be triggered. And now we can open the chat and just type something like, schedule a meeting for me tomorrow between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. The title of the meeting should be business meeting. And now I can just send it and see if it works basically. So it uses OpenAI, our MCP client, and then it suddenly looks like it worked. So what we can do, we can go ahead to our Google Calendar, and then I can see it's great. So we've got a meeting planned for 3 p.m. To 4 p.m. The title is business meeting, and everything worked. And I can say this is the easiest way to just connect MCP with n8n. So you do it this specific way. Also remember, when you have MCP server trigger, you've got some tools. You need to define all of the fields. So just use AI to define them automatically, some of them. Choose your calendar, just set everything up. However, after you do this, you're able to use your MCP server with n8n.